and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you're here today because I have some used horror books that I found out in the wild. One I did order as a treat for myself for getting a full-time job, and yeah, let's get right into it because I'm just so excited to share Pike books I found out in the wild. I've already posted these on my Instagram, by the way, so if you're like, I've already seen that you had those, it's because I could not wait and I had to share the awesome covers. So the first one I actually already have, and it's on my what month is it? It is on my August TBR, and that is Remember Me by Christopher Pike, but this is a different cover. The one I have has the hands, and I think the cover for that one is better. But yeah, I was so confused. I thought I already filmed me talking about these books, and I was like, oh no, this is another edition of that book. But anyways, yeah, she did not understand that she was dead. So this is the same one. It's not in the greatest condition, but it is a different cover. I like the hand one a little better. This one's a little boring, but it does stick with that that certain era of Pike, I guess, that had the little talking. These types of covers. And then the next one is Final Friends Book 2. So this is already in a trilogy, and this is Dance. It looks like Final Friends Book 1 is The Party. It's The Party, The Dance, The Graduation. So yeah, I need the other two in this series to have a complete series, I guess. I don't know. This one sounds hilarious. Fall into Darkness, and the cover isn't so great, but this is great. They said she murdered her best friend. She fell forever and never hit the ground. I just picture somebody in really slow motion, like looking at their watch, like, am I gonna die soon? What is going on? That just cracked me up. And then this cover is excellent. This is Whisper of Death. They returned home to a dead world, and we have a creepy hitchhiker guy. Sorry if there's a glare. It's not the greatest time of day to be filming. All the people had vanished. Oh, spooky, spooky. But I don't know, this guy seems really chill on the cover. He's just like, yo, I'm hitchhiking here. I was so happy to find this one, Monster. They were no longer human. This cover is so good. She said she killed them because they were monsters. Yes! I cannot wait to read this. I can't wait to read all of these. I love picking up a Pike book when I'm feeling slumpy or I don't know what to read. Witch is my favorite. And the next one is actually giving me witch vibes. And that is The Wicked Heart, an innocent turned evil. It just looks very zany and weird and out there, and I can't wait to read it. And it says on the back here, he did not want to kill. Oh no. If you don't know what a Christopher Pike book is, they're not scary. They're like YA books, point horror books, and they're just really zany and weird, and they can be a little spooky, but Witch is more gory, I feel like, and more violent out of them. And then I found Slumber Party that has this great header, and it just says point for point horror. The cover is kind of boring though. It is like, is it snowy? Yeah, it's snowy. It was the perfect weekend for murder. Doesn't everybody do that every weekend? And then the last one is in pretty rough condition, but hey, I got these for like 10 or 15 cents, so I was not complaining. And that is The Immortal. The goddess wanted a human body. An ancient artifact was cursed. Ooh. Very eerie, right? It looks like somebody hated this book though, because they like stabbed it a bunch with a pencil or something. There's little holes in it. So somebody was very upset with this book. But hey, just read a bad review on Goodreads. No need to stab books here. So I've talked about these books in my last haul, and I feel like they're following me around a bit because when I went back to the same thrift store, I found more of them, and that is the Gothic covers of the women that look like they're in distress. Yeah, I didn't realize until like I think I found the second one and I was like, are these just following me everywhere now? But they're too good. Whispers in the Sun. This looks like a Tropic of Terror. It says it on the back. I did not just make that up. So this is a tropical Gothic horror book. And then The Scream in the Storm. Ooh, Tower of Terror. I just want like a whole wardrobe of this, like either these white dresses or white nightgowns, like just a vibe, just vibing. I have only one old looking nightgown. I feel like I need like 100 now. And then somebody really didn't like this book, Above Suspicion. You must remain above suspicion. Somebody just colored over her in pen. They were like, no, I'm not feeling this. This has the great yucky looking green sprayed edges here that looks like mold. I don't know why that was ever a decision to go green with these. I like the red a little better. I don't think any of these have the other sprayed edges. But yeah, I thought I would mention these again because they're following me, and I really feel like I should read these for August, but I don't have the time. I really wish I could. Maybe next year, or maybe during another trashy book readathon, I will read those because I'm very intrigued now because I feel like they're haunting me. And the next book I found has an annoying sticker on it, and I tried to get it off, but I couldn't, and that is Black Hills by Dan Simmons. I think this is a survival horror guide. I love Dan Simmons. If you ever see a Dan Simmons book out in the wild, just pick it up. It's going to be a good time. He's like Stephen King. He writes really big stories, long books, very creepy, and yeah, this cover is really intriguing, and he also writes some fantasy as well. I don't think this is fantasy though. I think that's survival horror. I just knocked over a bunch of books. Fun. The next book I was so excited to find, but it does have writing on it, and that is Mommy Dearest by Christina Crawford. This is the book that Crawford's daughter wrote that inspired the movie Mommy Dearest, which is awesome. It's an awesome movie. It's very disturbing and dark, and yeah, I love it. It's so good. I have goosebumps thinking about that movie right now because that performance is insanely good. And yeah, I was very excited to read this one day, and yeah, you just have to grab it. If you see like a nonfiction book like that, you have to pick it up. And then the next book I picked up is another Koontz book. I read my first Koontz recently. I probably already talked about it over here, and I didn't hate it. So now I will pick up every one I find, and this cover is too good to pass up, and that is The Mask, and I don't know what this is about. Such a pretty face, so young, so sweet. She appeared out of nowhere in the middle of traffic on a busy day, a teenager with no past, no family, no memories. Ooh, spooky. Another Koontz book I found, The Fun House, and this is a step back, and the step back is too good to walk away from. So here's the cover. It is like this carousel horse thing, and then the step back is just these people looking intense. It's great. I love it. I love the blue in this. And then like, yeah, people are supposed to scream in a fun house. What? The next books are just random books that I found. I ended up finding Christine. I used to have this copy, but I think I found it like on the side of the road or something. Honestly, it had like, it looked like it was devoured by a dog, or like halfway eaten by a dog. I've already read this. I think I listened to this because I didn't have an edition. And I'm not crazy about these paperbacks of the King in the King. It's just so boring looking. These were at the grocery store, I think when I was like 10. But yeah, I don't have Christine. I want it. I want the original hardback one day because it just is an amazing cover. But I guess this will do for now. I was so mad when I found this book because I just bought it on ebook, and it's also just now, as of August, is on Kindle Unlimited, and I read it last month, and that is Creep by Jennifer Hillier, even though I think the ebook was like $1, but still, I found Creep. I did not find Freak though, and this is a little trade. I was talking about Jennifer Hillier books, I think on Sprints or something, and they are all so different. Like, this is a different size than The Butcher and Jar of Hearts, I think. Like, this is not a pocket paperback, which tend to be more narrow. And yeah, and the cover is kind of boring. I mean, you can kind of see what's going on. It's like plastic wrap. It's like Dexter happening. But this is the first book in the Creep and Freak series. And I liked this one a little better, but they're just both like really fun and zany dark thrillers, so I still suggest them. And then I found a Peter Benchley book. I can't say his name. White Shark. This is the author of Jaws. And yeah, I don't know if this is a sequel to Jaws. I have no knowledge about this. Maybe it's better than Jaws. And yeah, this has a cool step back too. It's like a whirlpool and the hand on the cover. It's a great cover. I really want to get into more animal attack books, and yeah, this looked cool. It's down there at the bottom of the ocean waiting to hunt its prey to start the killing. It cannot stop. And then the next book I found is Kisscut by Karen Slaughter. This is the sequel to Blindsided, which I read. I haven't read Kisscut yet. This is part of the Sarah Linton books that follow. I think it's Medical Examiner books. And Sarah Linton books end up meeting up with the detective books, and they like start to date or something. I don't know. I've read a couple of the detective ones, but you don't have to read them in order. I think this one you do have to read in order. But yeah, I'm excited to read this. I think I found this before, but it wasn't in the best condition, and this one's in a little bit better condition. But yeah, again, if you see a Karen Slaughter and you don't have it or you haven't read it, just definitely pick it. Okay, I found another King book, but it's a Bachman book. This is Richard Bachman's The Regulators. So this is the one that goes with Desperation. Like, the two covers go together. I read Desperation years and years ago. I don't have that edition though, sadly. But I heard The Regulators is not good. So I haven't read it. And I don't know why they go together. But this looks interesting, I guess. I'll have to read it one day. But yeah, it is. I hear this is like the worst Bachman book, so I probably won't be reading it anytime soon. The next two books are middle grade books, and this one I found in a little free library. This is Mary Downey-Han, The Girl in the Locked Room, a ghost story, and there's a sticker. They put stickers on it that just say free, I think, because at this particular one there was two. And they were both like free, but the kids one, I think maybe they got confused or something, because I mean they had a lot of books in there, and maybe people started leaving money or something, so they were like, no, it's free, please don't leave money. And this one does have some water damage to it. You know, a little kid read this book, they're not gonna be great with it. They're probably like at a pond or something, or just like bloop. I don't know why I said pond. But yeah, I love Mary Downey-Han covers. As in book-wise, I think Took is my favorite so far, but I've only read 2 books. And then I found this book while looking up an image for The Shadow House by Anna Downs that I read for the MLM book club. That's Lexi's book club, Michelle's book club, and a little bit of Monica's book club. And I saw this picture and I was like, hold up, I need this book in my life because it looks scary. And that is The Shadow House by Dan Polacki, The Gathering, and I think this is book 1. and it just looks so scary. The shadow house is calling you. I love this little spider web happening in the O. I almost said zero. Wow. But look at this. Oh my gosh. Like, hello. That is fun. Find all the sigils in the book and enter them in the Shadow House app to reveal a terrifying haunting. Oh, this is like an interactive book. This is like a video game book. Oh my gosh. How fun. Am I a 10-year-old? Yes. So the next two books I also found in a little free library are switched out, and I found Toni Morrison's Jazz. I don't have this book. I have all the other Toni Morrison books, but I don't have Jazz. So I picked it up, and then I found Shadow Sands by Robert Brinza. I don't know, this looks like a thriller. It just looks like one of those typical thriller books, honestly, and it's in pretty good condition. So I was like, what the hey? The Fog Phantom serial killer is considered a local legend, not to the girl who got away. So that really intrigued me. And I switched out like a whole shopping bag of books. So I was like, okay, I can add these two to my collection. And the last book I'm going to talk about is the bought book, and that is Exquisite Corpse by Poppy Z. Bright. I hear such great things about this book, and I cannot believe I haven't read it yet. It looks pretty short too. Okay, sorry if it looks different. My camera battery just died. About me talking about the last book I was going to talk about, Exquisite Corpse by Poppy Z. Bright. I don't know anything about this book. I know it's very disturbing. I think it's about a serial killer, maybe. And then I'm assuming it has some necrophilia in it. I mean, come on, the title. But yeah, I'm very excited to read this book. I hear great things. I know Crystal from Fiber Artsy like absolutely loves this book. So she sold me on it, and I can't wait to read it. I'm so excited to read this one. I'm excited to read all of these books, honestly. Like, I found some really good ones. Let me know in the comments down below, have you read any of these books? Are you intrigued to read these books? And you guys have a great day. Bye.